How's it going again, guys? So last week I decided that I wanted to, or actually a few weeks ago, my wife and I had gone into Lowe's to pick up a few items, and they had these Mr. Heater Big Buddy. Let me get it right. They work off of two 1-pound propane cylinders. And I looked at them that day. They had a smaller one that only worked off of one. It was $79.99 at my Lowe's in Hermitage. But when I went back a few weeks later, they only had the one, and this was the one that was a little bit more expensive. This one was $149. So if I'm not mistaken, this puts out up to 15,000 BTUs, which is plenty to warm a fairly good-sized room. Running it on low, according to the manufacturer, and I have not tested this yet, with both propane cylinders running both modules, it will last 11 hours on low. I think it was 9 hours on medium, and 5 hours, I think it was 5 or 6 on high. So it's actually quite light. Puts out a fair amount of heat. I ran it the other day just to test it. I've only got one bottle of propane in it, and I'm going to go ahead and hook it back up, show you on how you do it. They've actually got a really cool system here. So let me turn my mic back around. There. The door opens up. It has a little tab you just push in. And what I like about it, this is, sure if you can see this, but this twists out right here. So when you're doing that, putting your propane bottle on, it screws on really easily. I thought that was pretty cool. Now this one has a fan. You can buy an AC adapter. By the way, you just screw that on like any other one, put it on. This one has a fan that you can run AC adapter down here, or you can put 8 D-sized batteries in and run the fan. This is the fan switch. So I would do that myself if I were going to use it regular. It does have, I don't know what you call these little things. You find them on grills. I've got them on my little camp stoves. I'd call it a spark arrestor, but that's probably the wrong term, so forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. But it shoots a little spark out, which is really cool. It has a pilot light, which is also really neat. So what you do is you press, hold this over on pilot and hold it down. And what's going to happen is, well, try this again. There we go. The pilot's on now. You really can't see the pilot, but it is most certainly on. You just flip it over too. Well, it is not cooperating. There we go. Put it on low. That lit up the heater. And I'm going to see if I can. There's probably no real way you're going to see this. Let's try this. Yeah, you just light it like that and you go medium or high. You'd actually see some sparks coming off of it. It's only going to work one side, so it's odd. The cylinder's on this side, but this element's lit up. See how the element's starting to glow? Well, no. Now it does have a tip sensor in it as well, so let's test that out. And sure enough, it went off. So The tip sensor works. Low, medium, high works. I haven't tested the fan yet. Probably should go ahead and do that. This is safe to use indoors, so it's an indoor-outdoor, which is the biggest reason why I bought it. Now, my secondary or backup heat is actually a kerosene heater. I've had it for going on 10 years. I've never had to replace the wick. You're supposed to go through every so often and trim the wick. I've done that a couple of times. Not sure if I'm going to need to this year because we really didn't use it that much last year. So, and it's been trimmed. I think we used it like 2 weeks last year. Not very long. Well, I typically will use that when it drops down below 20 degrees and it doesn't get that cold around my area very often. It does cool down quite quick. You can see I'm already touching it. So, other than that, I mean, Mr. Heater, big buddy. 2 1-pound cylinders, 11 hours on low, 15,000 BTU. Get them while you can. It's a great little item to have. If you guys do get a chance, I just watched a video this morning for Survival Living. He's down in Florida. He did a video on wet wood fire starting, which was really cool. I've done my fair share of wet wood fire starting, but he made it so simple and easy. It was just really quick. So go check that out. Yeah, I really liked the video. Anyhow, I hope you guys got something out of it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Share it if you'd like to. Check these things out. I know they carry them at Lowe's. It's about the only place I know to tell you. But remember, the most important thing, there are very few problems in life that cannot be solved by a battleship broadside. Have a great rest of your day.